Why hello there, fellow strike team. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 52. The Spoils of the Lab Raid. Imagine like thinking you're alone in a lab and then all of a sudden someone like Red Mist comes around the corner and you're just instantly dead. Talia, what about you? You? We should not allow you to shoot at me. Which is oh god. Yes, which is totally fine because you don't have a gun, so you're also dead. God, there's a lot of soldiers down here. I do not like how deep I'm going without backup. And then I also know that these guys are getting a bit stressed and might need some R&R from going deeper into the lab because it runs a mental break, which would be potentially deadly. You really can't mental break down here. So we're getting Shona, thank you for the resub. Probably getting pretty close to like the core of the lab now. There it is, a Wonder Dock. We also have a rapid infusion pump, interarchic capsule. So this Wonder Dock has a 39% chance of malfunction. It's possible to remove Red Mist's scar with it. I just don't know if it's probably not worth it, at least until the lab is fully cleared. God, I hear all these doors opening and closing, but I don't see anyone yet. It's psyching me out. Not there either. It's probably through that one. There seems to be like a wall here, and then the lab continues beyond. So I would say this is a good stopping point for now, to give them all a little bit of like rest and relaxation. So I'm going to have them return back to the surface. Except for Break, because you're the happiest. And I'm going to have you haul corpses. And then we'll continue the search later on. But yeah, so far so good. I've avoided damage and all that. So other things that I want to claim and move. Open, open. So I'm trying to flag all of the containers. We also want to override that for freedom of movement. That shelf. I think that's everything that I've seen so far. I've claimed, because this is a shelf of patient gowns, but I don't want that. So Break is done moving the corpses, and we'll probably pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna allow the soldiers to wander around outside a little bit more, though. That med emergency is just a lack of go juice. It's fine. Lava emergence. So now that we have lava emergence, I am going to be setting Flora's lava as the zone. Flora's lava is the avoid the caldera because you'll get burnt. I think what's happening is our chemical consumption, like our people are getting bored of it because that's really all there is to do, plus play foosball. It's crazy to me that they're all idle. How sleepy are you guys? You know, we could go a little bit more. All right, let's open this door. And here we go. Into the deeper labs. Uh-oh. They're kind of waiting for us. Masterful melee, masterful medical. But he's like frail as hell. And then Lamb. Scarless Serene. You're not much of a threat. Shooters back up. Just both of these guys have melee weapons. Oh yeah, I claim this. I'll open it for you. Come on. Come on, Robertson. There we go. Alright, break. Actually, Red Mist, you're the happiest. You move these bodies, even though you're probably the person that needs to be frontlining. Never mind, I'm just gonna wait. So this is the oven room. And it's already 145 in there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll switch sides that we progress through. Because that's a bit too hot to be in at the moment. And then Shawnee Bear, with your stress, I'm just gonna like, you could just chill. Don't worry about doing anything right now. Alright, it's a little sketch to do this without Red Mist around, but I'm gonna have Radlocker just like flee. Alright, it was fine. Alright, I don't see anything. So we'll have Red Mist poke around. I hear doors that I'm not the one opening, though. I think. Maybe not. Might just be paranoia getting to me. So I'm going to leave the center room last. It's probably the most dangerous. Ruined trait selection. That sucks. Had to be ruined, didn't it? Cepho. Are you... Well, you can phase through walls. And you are a bulwark. But you are awful in melee. So, yeah, I'll kill you. But you're dead. Bulwark this! Instant. Like, Bulwark, you take half damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter when I kill you 3 times over. Still comes out net positive. I'll have Radlocker open up these 2 doors for convenience. And then Red Mist poke into the final... Oh! 2 Hulks. Got it. If we have 2 Hulks, I'm going to want more shooters. So I'll have Red Mist lure the Hulks down this hallway. Here we go. Johnny Bear could have joined us for this, I guess. You're getting cheery enough. I'll have you join. Alright, Strict going for the other one. So far, so good. There's not much reason to haul this corpse because there's like nothing in this room that we even would need. So I can just forbid these doors and not have to worry about that. So we've got 1 room left. And I'm really hoping there's some lab equipment that is like worth a damn. Well, we know there's going to be the mutagen inhibitor core, but like something beyond that. I'm hoping. Okay. We've got trait selection and aberration redirector. Oh my god, yes! Ah, that's so good. We have a full lab, just about. Mutagen inhibitor core also. So we got all 3. We have got 2 Archite capsules, the The rapid infusion we can break down. The arc gen injectors we can break down. The rebuffer we can break down. The genomic we can break down. And then these 3 devices are coming home with us. We hit jackpot. Exactly. All right, everyone here is allowed to construct and haul. And threats are cleared. Lab's cleared. So we got to pack up and come home. Now, the question I have for you guys is, should I try to run Red Mist through the Wonder Dock? So she has an old torso wound of only 2% of her torso. There's a 39% chance to malfunction. If we put her through a bioregeneration wonder cycle, it would cure it. If it malfunctions, she might get cancer or damage to some limbs. So the question is, does Red Mist attempt the Wonder Dock? Yay or nay? Pulls up and give you 2.5 minutes to vote on that while I pack up this lab. The other thing I wanted to do is I'm going to have Radlocker be the one to like override, because God knows no one else really needs to do it. Red Mist decided to go to sleep on the floor, so you exit the vault. Anyone that like goes to sleep on the floor, I'm just going to have exit the vault. So we need to pack up this vault in the next 2 days because there's enemies coming. So we got super fast wound healing. This will be an Archite capsule. Archite capsule. Break, can you uninstall these things actually? That would be better. Poor plants and happy. And never sleep. And there we go. Quest completed because we got the mutagen inhibitor, which was the requirement. So Shiny Bear. Oh, I guess I'll leave you to that. Because he's a night owl, I'm going to have him do, like, most of the cleanup here. Because everyone else is, like, going to sleep. Good catch. There was meds there. Alright. In order to move this stuff out, we need a stockpile there. And I'm going to have Shiny Bear just start scooping up all the loose items and then hauling the most important lab equipment to the entryway. Where is the lava emergence? I don't see any lava. It's popping over here. The emergence came here and it came there. The game's just like, yeah, we're not going to tell you where the lava's coming. It's going to be a surprise. It's like, I don't want surprises. At least not lava ones. All right. You say no Wonder Dock. Got it. I wouldn't really need a priority haul here because there's literally nothing else to do. So I could just have, like, if they were idle, they're going to priority haul anyway. One thing I don't want in this stockpile, though, is steel. I don't want to bother hauling the steel. I know there's stuff like batteries and the like. I just don't care. Alright. You are full of stuff. Let's have you exit vault with the 3 cores. Now, these things are really heavy, so we're definitely going to have to make multiple shuttle trips for sure. So hopefully the ancient pipeline junction can feed us some more fuel, because the shuttle cost is quite high. And Breakfire, let's go back down there. And Shawnee Bear, hop in the stockpile and just dump stuff. And Red Mist, you're free as well. Breakfire, I want you to sabotage all the equipment that I'm not grabbing before I forget. And at this point, I'll mark down the stuff we get once we get home, but I did pick up the last of the lab equipment, the mutagen, the trait selection, and the aberration redirector, so I believe we have a full lab as a result once everything comes home. All right, Flip, I'll probably just let you relax a bit. I don't need any mental breaks. More neuroformers. Can you stop giving me neuroformers? What a weird bug. Pile assistant bionic heart. Yeah, that's better. And awful animals. I think I already have a copy of that. Down here, we've got a bionic ear and a mech link. What am I missing? Red Mist, you don't need to haul that. Not much. We're pretty much packed up. There might be some shelves I overlooked and some boxes overlooked, so I'll double check for that stuff. But I think I have most of everything. So let's check shelf. No shelves. Box. What crate? So there is a gene pack crate I missed here. And I think that's the only thing I missed. Not bad. Cheers, by the way. You guys can definitely be making... Oh! Chem fuel for meat is full. Oh my god, we have so much meat. Make 1,000, I guess? So we'll need it for all the return trip shuttle stuff. Alright, we got awful melee, size sensitive, roar voice, and scarless awful shooting. Okay, this lab, I believe... Oh, and we just got a new quest, the final assignment. But this lab is all set up. All looted. We're just bouncing. So, let's go load the most important lab equipment first. And then pick someone to fly it home, because it's super heavy stuff. So, Radlocker, you're the flight pilot. I'll leave the some of the meals behind. And I can bring one more person. So I'll bring Shawnee Bear. Oh, 2 more people and Red Mist. So Flip and Breakfire will stay behind. I'm gonna leave this door open and let them all haul. Cool. Ali K, thank you for the resub. So in terms of the gene queue, we've got Scorpio wants to go through recycle. I'm just gonna do one at a time, Scorp, rather than double queued. Oh, that's funny. A fox is hunting me. Okay. You're dead. Yep. Not sure what you were going for there, but I don't think it worked. That only happened because Shiny Bear's not 18, so it's smaller than a regular size human, and the fox is like, I can take you! No, you can't. Get in, Red Mist. Where did you go? Oh, you were like emptying your pockets? Oh, great. Launch. This is going to be a big old mess. Alright, and Break, Fire, and Flip is the ones left, so... I'm going to get rid of all the double beds, because I don't think they're going to be here long enough to even use them. And put them back in the stockpile. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Oh, good lord. And entering the vault will be... 1, 2, and 3. Rad Locker. I want you refueling, because as soon as we can relaunch, I want you relaunching. And right now, haul all that stuff away, please. Now we have a lot of gene packs that, like, I don't have room for. I think what I'm going to do is move the hospital. Oh, geez. Here. So I can have more banks. And we can already launch the Bobo shuttle, but I really want the stuff, like, moved away from there first. Yeah, so I'll wait. Hey, Dust! Thank you for the resub, too. At least Shiny Bear's doing it. Was. Alright, you know what? Vacation time is over, guys. I know you had, like, a bad psychic droner, but I'm impatient now. Alright, and we're out of there before the raids arrived. With not too much time to spare, but enough. So set the load. People, meals, medicine, jeans, bedrolls. Pal assistant, bionic heart. And that's everything. Let's bounce, boys! Now there is the chemgen and, like, bio batteries that I could take. I'm just not interested. We don't really have space for it, and the micromanagement needed for the chem is kind of annoying. I could get more pipeline junction fuel, but whatever. I don't want to have to face the raids, so let's bounce before that happens. Current priority is gene soldiering. Yep, that's a word now. Because there's a lot of gene Q now, and we're gonna start working through it. Alright, keep going high priority haul. We'll go back to cooked meals, not travel. And break. I want you to move the lab equipment. I don't know exactly how many genes we ended up getting, but it's certainly more than we have room for at the moment. There. Okay. Base is hella messy because we have a lot of stuff for sale, but pretty good. The next one going through the gene is Scorpio. So let's go put our entire lab together. Give me one moment. So this is what we've got now for the lab equipment. We added the mutagen inhibitor core, which removes the mutation chance completely, but it also increases the rejection chance. We have the trait selection prism, which allows us to choose the good gene that we get between two options, and the aberration redirector chooses the two side effect genes between two options. And we'll get those installed. So the redirector, inhibitor, and trait prism. I might need to increase the amount of power that the lab produces, but this is a full lab now. Now I'm going to temporarily install the splice frame just to do the calculus. Well, it's not really calculus. To do the math. The algebra. And Scorpio wants to go through. So let's take a look at the chances here. And maybe I'll just like tidy up the way this is laid out a little bit. It's a full lab, so I don't really care if it's not perfectly symmetrical. Clear path makes more sense. So if we ran it like this, without the archetype pathing array, and the archetype pathing array gives you a chance for an extra bonus gene, but an even higher chance for an extra negative gene, and I don't want the extra negative gene. So the archetype pathing array is not something we even want. What I could do, with that said, is like install it, and then intentionally leave it powered off. But I think future me will be like, oh, it's powered off, I better get that on, and like I really wouldn't want to. But if we take a look at the chances here, there's a almost 2/3 chance with a 0 mutation, which is kind of nice. And I don't even really need to, I don't think I need to uninstall the splice frame uplink now. Reveals the outcome chances, but slight increases the odds of mutation, but we have no odds of mutation. So yeah, I can leave this permanently installed. So how about we lay this out better so that that is perpetually installed? This is completely unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to ignore the last thing I said and actually install the pathing array, just keeping it powered off. So this is the full lab. And now it's actually symmetrical-ish. All right, so Scorp's going in. Here's the chances, 63-37. And after this, I'm going to have to go through Death Rest more than likely. But Breakfire, let's go into the vault and throw the cap in. And this is intentionally turned off. Just a reminder. So here we go. We're injecting. Prediction. What do you think? Oh, you know what? I need another chemgen down here. So let's throw, because it's not producing enough power. Let's throw, what is it, 100 steel? Yep. 100 steel and 3 components. All right. Grid excess. We're... It's all plugged in? God, this thing's power hungry. I mean, it makes sense. It's a giant gene lab. Do I get one more? Guess I do? Oh, I connected up the Wonder Dock. Yeah, I see. That's why the math was weird. There we go. I don't know if we're ever using that Wonder Dock again, but like, just in case. I'm not even gonna bother building it. So, lab's done. Minus, you know, some unfinished cables, but at least it's a power excess, so it won't have a brownout. The final assignment. Your radio lights up with another request from E352. The automated satellite ominously claims that this will be your most integral assignment. The voice tells you about an important piece of technology, the most legendary component to the Super Soldier program, a device called the Archetype Pathing Array, which I already have one, but whatever. It is meant to manipulate the unpredictable flow of arcovapor, potentially doubling your returns. The voice tells you to reach the vault and recover the technology, not stating a clear reason why. Our objective is to clear the laboratory and claim the Archetype Pathing Array. It can be inferred that there will be hostile forces swarming this site. Now, our objective, of course, is to sabotage the other labs. So regardless of not needing the supplies, we are going to obviously go there regardless. So it's not about collecting everything necessarily. It's about stopping everyone else from having a super soldier program, because that will keep us ultimately safer. Storage is an absolute wreck. Yep. You know what we could do is call in a few orbital traders and tidy it up that way. Alright, here's the exotic goods trader. Break fire, you get trading. What is your social? Your trade? 27? Cool. Alright, I'll probably just be gifting a lot of stuff initially to them. What was my relationship with them, actually? It is 55. So yeah, let's gift the neuroformers. So now we're 80, and then the rest can be, like, legit trade. Now, there's a lot of new genes we added in, and, I want to sell what we don't need. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that. Okay, that's some. The Scarlet's awful shooting, I can't imagine wanting, to be honest. I mean, it's good for brawlers. Maybe I'll hold on to it. I missed awful construction. Do I have two? I want to keep it. so I didn't miss it. I'll buy the plant trainer. That would be good for Fangface. Not that they can be the same quality of that Red Mist is, but like an attempt to get closer to it, I guess. An arc leg would be a great buy. So I'll buy the arc leg and the Insanity Lance. And that about breaks me even. Saw the heart too. Yeah, this looks good. It doesn't really clean up a lot of stuff, but it does have us trade a lot. Alright, Fangface. Learn the plants. And then haul on the leg. And a lot of us are now rocking Insanity Lances, which is handy. So Fangface, you wanted me to try to address your genetic unhappiness. Oh, and I need to put the beds back. So this was Radlocker's bed. This was Red Mist and Flip's bed. And Shawnee Bear's bed. And Breakfire figured it on his own. Cool. I forget what these benches were even growing, but I'm going to grow rice because I know we still need more rice. But we're slowly moving over to all ancient green beds, which is good. Super soldier style. Might have been hill root, but you know, we have so much medicine, it's moot. All right. Looking good, looking good. So Scorpio, you are in there for another day and a half. Let's assess the Xenogerm situation for Fangface then. And then Krieg, or rather Shawnee Bear, is next in line. But Krieg, if you could specify what you actually want done, I can't. If you tell me just to reassess, it doesn't mean anything to me. So I need more information than that. So this is the Fangface V2. Okay, we could go with very happy. But that might swing your mood modifier up too high. This is not exactly the copy of your V3. I did kind of want to get rid of your weak melee damage. So let's see if we can't offset the weak melee damage somehow. Oh, green screen fail. Hold on one second. Yes. The Radling likes to play in my office and compromises my office a lot. Alright, back to trying to make Fangface's genes. I think the metabolic... I don't know if this is gonna be... God, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, we'll try this V4, but I somehow doubt that the metabolic efficiency will work in my favor if I install this. We'll see. Alright, and then the next trader I'm going to want to call in is maybe A bulk goods from our other ally. So trade caravan of bulk goods. And that will help to tidy things up. Because I'm not interested in expanding the storage, I'm interested in just getting rid of the waste. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patron, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow soldiers.